Welcome back. PGA Tour 2K23, my career, Ragnar Lothbrok 20. We're up to the 20th episode. We got, what did I say, tied for 9th, 8th? Tied for 9th, 8th, 9th last time out, so we've had back-to-back top 10 finishes. Definitely should have been higher, cost ourselves some things with some poor putting and some poor just, you know, not accounting for the wind enough, then over accounting for the wind. It's just, couldn't, just kind of mess with me. But we did lose to our rival last time, Brooke Henderson. We weren't able to knock her off. So we're going to try to do that this time at the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. So let's get to it.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hang on.
I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
All right, Rich, your thoughts?
It was Brooke who won their most recent encounter, so let's expect some fireworks.
There we go. Good start.
This week, Luke.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yeah, it's par 5. It's pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by
pretty good as well. It's actually hit it too far.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Yep, too far.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Oh my gosh, look at that thing roll out.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
The game can be
disappointing par.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
I still left it underneath the hole. That's crazy.
It was on a good line. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
There we go. Good par.
Currently 1 under for the event. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4-4.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's
exactly again, I'm over accounting for the wind here.
The fourth hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been a little up and down, but she's just 1 stroke back from her rival.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
Left it under again. Look at that roll out. Oh my gosh! You gotta be kidding me with the freaking speed on these greens, man.
For this putt, Henny.
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
I'm getting frustrated.
Par putt here.
Trailing by a few shots.
I barely touched that putt.
Rich, the fifth is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
This putt about 11 feet in distance.
I left it under and I hit it too hard again.
Putt,
why do I leave every putt underneath the hole? Like, it's getting annoying. Like, even times where I'm going to like severely overcorrect for these, I'm still leaving it under.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which make that second shot so much longer. Not much to the screen. It's fairly flat, but finding it in two, well, that's a tall order.
Taking aim from around 190 yards here, just 3 strokes back.
That could be pretty good if it rolls. Got to make the putt, though. Got to make the freaking putt.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
I don't
she's taken the
care
lead in this
what's
rivalry,
just let
but
me
can
play.
she hold on to it?
Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
All right, look how much I'm accounting for this break, and then now I overcorrected. See, that's I can't get the freaking break right.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5's a lovely hole.
There are 2 menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
Almost got up
and
there.
Here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 shots off the lead.
Too hard. The fact we're hitting into a hill, though, is probably going to help. Yeah.
Nice recovery there.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And
there we go.
Over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Our leader is Colin Morikawa as we head to the next. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot if you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. You're not going to have much more than a flipped sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
Hit softly.
Got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't want you to roll back.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Played that pretty.
That was a gallant
I played that pretty straight on.
An opportunity to make their par.
Now, if he can just roll this one nicely, he'll manage to get ahead of Brooke Henderson.
The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
And back to the play, shall we? This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. It's
look how much. Now, obviously, I'm not hitting it with enough pace, but look at that. Look how far out I started that ball, and I still left it under the hole.
Nicely.
Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
That's a good-looking shot there. Second shot here at the 10th.
There we go.
Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
There we go.
They're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. And let's see what that super shot did to the leaderboard. And this is becoming a familiar sight. Colin Morikawa leads. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're throwing it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above
nice.
Just
Good
a little
shot,
bit,
dude.
and again, has a lot of movement on it.
This putt to move into a share of second place.
There we go.
Well hold for Eagle. And that will take him to 4 under. As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in second place, just behind Colin Morikawa.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Why do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Okay, time to return to the action. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Just one stroke back in this tournament. Going with the 5-iron here.
Still gonna end up going to the right, I
tidy
think.
looking shot,
And too
that
hard.
one.
Couldn't have hit a little bit softer.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. And this putt to move into a tie for first place.
I didn't hit it hard enough. Oh boy,
Okay,
goodness.
steady now.
Good thing I didn't hit it harder.
7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
Yeah, we'll take that. Just one off the lead after that hole. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with the tee shot, even if you have the power to get
Oh,
there.
no,
because
am I
you just
underneath
can't
that tree?
stop it
Okay,
on the
good.
green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is
No, it's
perched
gonna be okay.
well above the fairway. It's
Yeah.
a wonderful birdie opportunity.
And now over
You acted like
to
you didn't
Brooke
like the shot, but it
Henderson's
was
next
fine.
shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's get back to it, shall we? And this putt for a share of the lead.
Did I actually get it right for once? No.
You can
Oh, I
knock
did!
it down.
Yeah, there we go.
And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Looking ahead now, and this player is currently tied for first in the standings alongside Will Zalatoris. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long
There we
iron.
go.
Henny, you've
Be
had the
pretty
chance
straight
to have a
on.
look
Oh,
over
hit
this
too
one.
hard, too hard.
Yeah,
If
they
I made,
left it in the perfect
okay,
spot
it's
here.
good thing I
Just
made that.
below
That would have
the
rolled
hole.
way
Very
off.
aggressive up the hill.
Ooh, could we finally get our first victory on the hard setup?
Right leader. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. In the green, once again, it's got some movement into high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
Come back. I think I'd roll back down a little
You can
bit.
find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Why do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
This putt to get to 7 under the card.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been
Oh,
really
no.
sharp today.
A par putt awaits. That's frustrating. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
Ooh, this is getting fun, isn't it?
Let's get aggressive, shall we?
That should find the fairway.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick. Ended up in the rough.
Wow, wow,
Let's see if we can
wow.
make this big
I
putt
would have
for
thought with
birdie.
that club I could have put a little more spin on that and stopped it. Dadgummit.
That'll sting a bit.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite figure it out this time.
If you want to win at TPC Louisiana, you've got to hit a couple of very important shots late. The tee shot here at 17, Rich, is one of them.
A tee shot that no player likes to face. Water all the way down the left-hand side. The bailout zone out to the right falls away from the green. No fun whatsoever.
A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt.
This one's
I made it.
looking good.
Yeah, there we go. That's
And
big.
now over to Brooke
That's big time.
Henderson's next shot.
So I'm going to
Yeah,
beat my
she's
rival
down,
at
she's
least. Let's get the
behind,
victory, though.
Her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And that makes him tied for first.
Oh, tied for first. Will.
The closing hole at
Zalatoris.
TPC Louisiana has water all the way down the right, Rich, but that's not its only issue.
Bailing out to the left, you'll find some menacing bunkers that you want no part of. However, if you find the fairway, going for it in 2 would be very tempting.
Already with a couple of wins under their belt. Nicely done. All right, stay focused. If you can get this up and down, you'll take the title.
This is actually not a...
It's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the
I'm
event.
actually going to play this pretty straight on.
Ouch, that hurts. Well, it all comes down to this. Make the... And just like that,
Into a playoff?
we're going to a playoff.
Yep.
What a grind this last few holes were for
Me
this
and,
player. They got it done. Late charge
William
up the leaderboard.
Zalatoris.
Love to see it. Heading to a playoff.
So same hole we just played.
That was pummeled. Great drive. Second shot here on the 18th hole.
Stay out of those bunkers. We'll be fine.
A chance to chip in here for all the glory. Well, the equation's pretty simple. If you chip this in, you'll win the event. Ooh.
Oh, come on! Ah!
This truly is do or die. They need this to extend the play. Yes, you can feel the tension building. This playoff's going to another hole. Going with the hybrid. Oh, and that's a missed green in a playoff. Hopefully they can regain their composure. Didn't that look good for a long time? It all comes down to this. And with that, both the players and the crowd get to move to the next hole.
A little bonus golf here. What is this? The 18th again. Okay.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Second shot here at the 18th.
That doggle hunt.
A chance to chip in for all the chocolates. A chance here to snatch the title if this chip drops.
There we go.
Game over. An incredible shot to go out there and get it done like that in the playoffs.
All right, we got our first victory in a while.
Hole out, Luke.
We will take that.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Would have liked to have done it in a major, but, you know, it is what it is.
Well, how about that, Rich? There is your champion.
Stupendous win coming on the 3rd playoff hole. What a great victory.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
All right. How bad did I beat my rival? Did I miss that? No. No. Crushed her. I mean, it helps whenever you win the tournament. Let's see. I had an eagle, which helped. 6 birdies. Yeah, that was a pretty dominating win for old Ragnar. You don't do too many clubs. Alright. So we're getting some better sponsors back again. Morikawa. Colin, we're coming for you, buddy. Alright. A little longer episode because of the playoffs. Actually, I think it ended up not being too much longer than a normal one. Yeah, so got our first victory with the hard setup. So you can see we've actually played pretty well with the hard after we had a little stretch here where it was pretty ugly, where we were tied 45th, we had a tied 58th, tied 117th, then we kind of bounced back second, third, then we had a disaster at Valspar. But have played really well for the last four tournaments, 14th, 8th, 9th, 1st. So we've still got a lot of tournaments left to get through for the year. We should be having another major come up here soon, I would think. Yeah, not this one, but the next one. So the Golf Club Championships, is that with the redone schedule, is that the PGA? I think it's the PGA Championship. And then we've got Northwest Open, which is, I think, is maybe probably the US Open. And then the Royal Championships, yeah, that's obviously the Open right there. So, and then we'll be getting into the playoffs. So, we are still leading the FedEx Cup standings, 689 over Tiger. And yeah, looking pretty good. So come on back and we'll pick up here.